One of the attackers may have been inspired by a local radical cleric. This was first exposed by the 7 investigators. Jonathan Carlson live outside FBI headquarters tonight with the latest on this for us. Jonathan.
Yeah, hey, good afternoon. We first exposed this guy and told you how he was essentially an online sensation with ISIS sympathizers. Well, according to a friend of one of the London attackers, that attacker looked to Ahmad Jibril for inspiration. It was a chaotic scene in London this weekend. 7 people killed as 3 accused terrorists drove into a crowd, then began attacking with knives. All were shot dead by police, but a startling local connection we're learning. A friend of the ringleader telling the BBC that attacker was an avid follower of a Dearborn cleric, considered by U.S. authorities to be an ISIS sympathizer. The 7 investigators first exposed Ahmad Jibril 3 years ago. Since then, the local man has been in and out of federal court on fraud charges, but the federal government has been more concerned with what they say is his history of advocating jihad to tens of thousands of ISIS supporters on social media.
This, I believe, was an incident of YouTube videos being watched by the individual in London. But there are many other apps, there are social media devices that are being employed, and there are a lot of encrypted apps which people like you and me would simply not have any access to.
SAEED Khan is a Middle Eastern terrorism expert with Wayne State. He's studied Jibril.
An individual like Ahmad Jibril has a lot of currency, particularly for disillusioned Muslims in the West, because he speaks not only in English, which is the language of context, but he can also relate to them when it comes to the cultural context.
There's no hard evidence yet that Jibril's preaching directly inspired this weekend's attack, but it's alleged the attacker may have been led to radicalization through the videos posted by the local cleric. And Jibril has never been charged with any terrorism-related crimes. However, authorities here in Detroit are still monitoring his activities, guys. Back to you.
Jonathan, has Ahmad Jibril ever given his side of things?
You know, we've asked him. Jibril has declined to talk about his online activities every time we've confronted him outside of court, and at last check, he is still living quietly in the Dearborn area, not talking. Back to you.
All right, Jonathan, thank you. Jonathan Carlson reporting live.